Hey guys, it's Lesley, Rosehaven Yarn Shop. Okay, I'm not doing a live because I keep losing them. I don't know what happens to them. Instagram, I'm not good with you, whatever. Anyways, so we're gonna record, we're gonna splice it together, and then we're gonna put it out there. So, it's the river day. I believe it's April 17th, it's Wednesday. It's gonna rain, so I'm trying to get this in ahead of the rain because I think it's gonna rain all day. There's construction going on over the house, and there's the little bridge, and we got our dock in, but we couldn't get the next piece in because the water level's too low. Who's heard of that in April? Anyways, I'm wearing once again my every way shawl schlanket. It's by Andrea Mowry, and I'm wearing my Speckle and Pop by Stephen West in a whole bunch of fun colors. And underneath I'm wearing, flashing flashing alert, this is my Wintersol by Jennifer Steingass. I really love it. I've worn it to death. I don't like how big the neck is. Hang on, there. The neck is kind of dumb big, but yeah, I've honestly worn it to death. It's Brooklyn tweed, and because I've worn it so much, it's actually worn holes in spots. Because Brooklyn tweed shelter is a woolen spun, and woolen spun does tend to wear because it's a short fiber, which some people that knit really tight will find that it actually breaks on them. Anyways, we used to sell Brooklyn tweed, but we are unable to now because Brooklyn tweed has rules. Brooklyn tweed, yeah, lovely yarns, beautiful. Their colors are, okay, big truck going by, sorry, gas guy. Brooklyn tweed's lovely, except the colors, honestly, we didn't have them. My customer base didn't really care for a lot of their colors. Most of them are, there's like a million shades of brown, but I'm sure at this point, that was years ago. I had it probably 6-8 years ago. It's hard. COVID's like a huge chunk. It's like before COVID. But they had really strong rules about how much you have to buy from them in a year. And they didn't feel I was keeping up with what they wanted me to purchase. So I wasn't a big enough seller of their stuff. So they took it away from me. Well, it was agreed. Never mind. I can't do this. Yeah, they're heavy into pushing sales. It's they're a marketing machine. Anyways, I'm not real keen on being a pushy salesperson, so it's like, sorry, I can't keep up with the numbers that you insist I have to do. Isn't it weird? Like they make you have to purchase like a lot of yarn. So we're done. Relationship over. Divorced. Anyways, I have a sweater to remind me of it all. What else am I working on? I'm working on my Felix cardigan. I am on sleeves. I don't know. I know some people get really sleeve island. I like it because it's fast. And I've even managed to do it magic loop. So, oh God. I left the tripod at work again. I don't, because I've been dyeing and stuff. Dyeing yarn, that is. But there it is. And they actually asked for a 1x1 rib on the bottom. I did a 2x2 because I don't like a 1x1's a little snugger, and I wanted it looser. I don't like when a sweater goes woof into the thing, because I don't need any other accents on my belly. So I did a 2x2, so it's a little looser. And this is how much sleeve I've got, and I've got my decreases going. Always putting the decreases on the bottom underneath of your sleeve by your running from your armpit. And if you ever have trouble counting your decreases on your sleeves, if you just like whipping away like I do, like I go, ooh, 6 rows, bam, decrease, 6 rows, decrease, 10 times. What I do, I haven't done on this one because I'm using an app. I will sometimes hang those locking stitch markers at each one, and then it's really easy to quickly visualize and go 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the little stitch markers at each decrease, and you can count them up real quick. Yes, so that is on the go. I still have the other sweater on the go, but it's in timeout right now because I'm trying to get through some other stuff. And this is my Eclipse PEC. Isn't the pooling fun? This is the yarn I dyed for the eclipse that we had on the back a few weeks ago. That was really neat. Even if it was cloudy, it was so cool that it went so dark. Anyway, so this is mostly stockinette. I'm just getting into the lace pattern at the top. So it's like every 10 stitches, I put a little stitch marker. So if I screw up the patterning of the lace, I know you've hit a stitch marker. Back it up before you get to the end of the row and find out you made the whole damn thing wrong. Stitch markers are our friends. So this is called Ginkgo, the Ginkgo shawl, or Ginkgo. It's like a one skein, and I think it was even free with a little bit of lace. It was a fun little knit so far. I mean, I'm in the lace stuff. Never been a huge fan of lace, but it's nice to have some details in it. Obviously, the whole thing with stockinette would be boring as whatever, dry toast. And this is a crescent shape too, so there's no spine in the center. It's going to be a nice crescent. And I thought I really wanted to see if this would pool, and it did. So hopefully you guys have been noticing I've been dyeing a whole bunch of new colors. I've got a new base called Silky U, and Silky U is a silk and extra fine merino. It is so delicious. My yarn bases, I'm now getting most of them, 90% of them are coming from Italy, and man, the quality is amazing. Anyway, so I've been dyeing the yarns with the interpretation of working on ideas for iconic women in the music industry. Now, I'm a terrible music person. I mean, I love music, but I'm not good at knowing who's saying what. So, and I am, as my husband says, a classic rock queen. But I have to say, Aaron's been pushing me to listen to some other stuff, and I listened to Sarah McLachlan, fabulous. Billie Eilish I've been figuring out, and I really enjoy her, and I have her color now. Cyndi Lauper, of course I did Cyndi Lauper because she's my idol. She's the coolest woman on the planet. I even had to do a show in high school, and they asked me to dress up like Cyndi Lauper because she was my icon. Yeah, so we've got Tracy Chapman, Kate Bush, we've got Aretha Franklin, I did Billie Eilish, oh yeah, Katy Perry, oh, Vera knit up a little swatch. Oh man, is it a cool little, it's really cool knit up. It's like rainbow with white between each color on the skein. It's very neat. That is definitely going to be a fun thing, a keeper. Cyndi Lauper I did. What was the one I was just thinking of? I said Tracy Chapman. Oh, Jan Arden. We did Jan Arden and Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks is this deliciously smoky, like raspberry cranberries, sort of like purples, like, but smoky. It's turned out really cool. Anyways, Aaron's been taking photographs. It should be up on the website. Other news, the knit retreat is on. It is happening. It is not sold out. Apparently, when I sent out my newsletter, somehow when I threw in the links, they were previews, and now all the previews, when you click on it, says the preview has expired. They keep changing stuff, but I don't know when they change stuff, so I don't know what happened. Anyways, it's on the website. If you go to rosehavanyarn.com, it's right on the front page, the knit retreat. Fiona Ellis and Chad Lewis, Chad Knits on Instagram are there, and all their classes, and we've got some really neat ones. And yes, and the bus for going to Toronto, Knit City, is definitely full. We have packed it with 30 people, and that's in May 18th, a long weekend. So glad I'm not driving on that highway. The bus driver has to deal with weekend traffic. Yeah, and then oh yeah, we're trying to come up with something for the local yarn store day, which is April 27th. We're going to come up with something fun. We're going to have a little party at the store, I think, and do some yarn tastings. And I don't know, we're working on something, trying to come up with something different. But, you know, it's always hard. So listening to the birds. I don't see any ducks and geese. So they all know it's going to rain, so they've all gone into their little nests. Oh, it sounds so pretty, doesn't it? Really need to come out here more often. And my daffodils are open. Tulips are not. Crocuses definitely were, but I think the rain beat them down on the weekend that we had. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. See you next week. Bye.